Alright guys, so here we are for another episode of the F1 2011 Career Mode Championship. We're here for the British Grand Prix in Silverstone. Should be a really good race. I really look forward to coming to this circuit because the battles with the AI across all of the F1 games have been traditionally pretty good. And in the previous few rounds, we've had some really good results. So hopefully we can build upon that momentum and really mount a challenge for the title against Mark Webber and Fernando Alonso. Let's go to Silverstone. And it's raining for qualifying. What a shock this is. Oh, back end swap. Have a look at this in slow motion. The back end just kicks out. Tried to do a lot of opposite lock. And, yep, there was almost no saving that. The track is so slippery. Just F1 2011 in general is incredibly slippery in wet conditions. It's something. It's on a whole different level to previous F1 games. Oh, okay. So that's the banker lap done. Being very conservative at the moment because the car is wanting to kick out the back end at every opportunity. Holy crap! Hamilton's down in P13 as well, so looks like it may be a bit of a scrambled order at the moment. Oh, whoa. Oh my god. This may be the only game where you come across the line sideways to set a qualifying lap. I may be struggling, but this is a lot of fun.
Not a great day for us today. We're in 15th place, 8th row of the grid.
So, yeah, 15th place. I decided to fast forward a little bit. And I was still in 7th until like the final minutes of qualifying there. So to miss out on the happy hour at the end of the session, I don't know if the track got better, to be honest. It looked like it was pretty much the same right throughout the session. So the Red Bulls have dominated. Fernando Alonso there in 3rd place, sorry. And Hamilton struggling for pace as well. So that's a very interesting grid here we have for the British Grand Prix. We're going to have to hope for improvements in the race, where it looks like it might be a dry session, so we'll see how we go. So here we are, the British Grand Prix, starting on a set of prime tyres. We're going to hopefully smash forward in this race, get past the slower guys, and then annihilate the guys at the end of the race on option tyres once we get to the leaders. Away we go. We can see it's not been the best of starts, has it? Rosberg and Hamilton are down the order in this race. Alguersuari blocking me an absolute treat there into turn 1. So if we can pick up a few positions here, that would be absolutely lovely in setting us up for the second half of this race, where we could potentially attack the leaders on the faster compounder tyre. Hamilton, who is right in front of me, has gone for the option tyres as well. Everyone so damn slow on this first lap. It's allowing the leaders to get away so much. So we've moved into P12. That's 3 positions gained off the start, up the inside of Schumacher. So the Mercedes and the McLarens seemingly not quick in qualifying. Schumacher up my inside. Hamilton up my inside too. There was a bit of a rookie error there, wasn't it? Leaving a bit of space on the inside. Look at everyone following the slipstream of the cars in front. They all know that the slipstream is worth so much on this game. I'm just trying to get a slice of that pie as well, but they're all very quick on their option tyres. Oh, up the inside of Hamilton. That was so forceful, but it doesn't amount to anything. The only point in the lap where the AI are a little bit slow is in the braking zones, and we have really had to force Hamilton into that overtake there. I'm sorry, but I'm just not finding any pace at the moment on these prime tyres. And as well, like coming into that braking zone, I felt like I had to avoid Hamilton into that braking zone. I was being a little bit too conservative, and so that time I just went for it. Like you'll see just there how much ground I gained on Schumacher, and he was about a second in front at least. DRS on Schumi. We'll pass him up the inside into this left-hander, and we have him into P11. He's going to nab me up the inside there. The AI are really good when they hug the inside there. It's wheel to wheel with Schumi coming up to the old turn 1. But oh, Hamilton's going to have a go as well, is he? We'll have a look after we get through this corner. Hamilton can't pass him. Yeah, so a few cars now coming into the pits. This is the recommended pit stop window for the option runners to make their stop. And so we'll see the traffic ease up a lot now from here on in. Hopefully we can jump them as we make our pit stop. We're going on to the options, as I said many times this race already, so we should be quick from here on in. Yeah, alright, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to put it up into fast. I'm going to use the curves as well. We have one wheel dipping onto the grass, and Petrov does leave us space. Unfortunately, we just don't have the grip. Or at this phase of the race, the tyres are starting to wear a little bit. We'll be coming into the pits on this lap as well. So we'll see if we can hopefully jump some cars in the stops. At the inside of Petrov once again, and we are into P5. What? Oh no! What? No. 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 How has that happened? My game is frozen. The game has froze. I've broken the game. Rushing into the pits. You know, I thought this was like the other F1 games where you just stop for the marks and that's it. But, we have broken F1 2011. I don't know what I do from here because the game's frozen. I can't do anything. Does the Xbox dashboard work? Let's have a look. No, it doesn't. Like, my entire Xbox is just, like, non-responsive. So I think we may have to restart this race, unfortunately. This better not be a post-race interview. I think we can make it up in the race. I hope we can make it up in the race. I hope we didn't... yeah, okay. I really hope that we didn't get, like, DNF'd and then we go on to the next round. Because that... Okay. Oh, no, I've gone out on the set of options. That's it. Oh, that's completely thrown the strategy out the freaking window. Okay, let's skip the intro scene. We've already seen this before. So here we go for attempt number 2. This time, we're going to try and redeem ourselves. Building to those 5 red lights. Let's get off to a better start than what we did in the first one, please. Away we go. Straight up into Rich. Using the curves off the line. And we need to get inside the top 10 by the end of the first lap. Because we know how bad the pace on the primes is. We literally need to cut through this field. This is a much better start. I wish I would have got off to this kind of start on the primes. But anyway, wow. Let's slip past Kobayashi as well. You know what? The options are mega. These tyres are incredible. How is this for a change of fortune? We go from being, like, outside the top 10, crashing out Paul di Resta with a broken front wing, to being in P5 at the end of the first lap of the British Grand Prix. What an incredible turnaround this has been. I will say, it has been a little bit disappointing that we couldn't continue on that previous attempt, because I think for sure a safety car would have came out and we would have been on option tyres. Even though we would have lost a few positions in changing the front wing, we would have been like the wolf in like a hen house at the end of that race with everyone on prime tyres. But either way, I think we have just an equal opportunity to win this race either way. I hope that all made sense. DRS, bit of curves on Nick Heidfeld here. That Lotus Renault is a bit oddly positioned. I don't think they were the third best car in 2011. Oh, well, I don't think they would have normally been in third place, but either way, we've dispatched of them, and now we have the 2 Red Bulls, the 2 race leaders. Mark Webber, championship leader. In front of him is young gun and defending world champion Sebastian Vettel. Yeah.
Lovely. Brilliant. Absolutely. Leave me alone.
Yes, I'm doing all the time. So you don't have to remind everything.
Maintain the gap, Mark. Maintain the gap. I believe this was the race as well, 2011, the British Grand Prix, where Webber was closing and then there was the team orders late in the race, so Webber couldn't get in front. But we managed to get in front of Webber. He might sneak up the inside. The AI, as we saw in the previous attempt, they're really good up the inside there. They just hug the apex and carry the speed somehow. We're going to carry the speed into Cops. The Weber maintains P2. Oh no, 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 no. I've run out of road. Weber holds on. And Vettel gets away. Tyres. We're going on to primes. Which one of the Red Bulls is going to pit on this lap? Is it going to be both of them? Is it going to be neither? It's Sebastian. We're going to follow him through. And this time, let's not... I did not think we'd close him in by that much. We are on the gearbox of the race leader, Sebastian Vettel. It's Williams versus Red Bull in the pits here. Hopefully we can come out on top. 3, 4, 5. We got held by, I think that was Kobayashi, but so did Vettel. So the gap is essentially where it was. If Weber can have a good in-lap here, he could jump both of us. Oh, 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 the primes. Cold primes, wow. Come on, Trulli. Get that Trulli train out of the way. We're taking the bus today. Which we're going to use to park on Sebastian Vettel if we can get in front of him.
Is that Glock?
Yes, it was Glock, and yeah, he's gone.
There are quite a few cars in the pits right now. Watch out for cars exiting the pit.
Thanks, Jeff. I didn't notice that. We run wide on the exit. It's going to be side by side for the two Red Bulls, and Weber gets in front. Just as I thought. If he had a good in-lap, then he would have jumped both of us. So we got held by Kobayashi, and that was enough for Weber to take the lead of the British Grand Prix. It's game on from here. Vettel versus Weber versus myself. Weber's going to be slow because he's got the cold tyres for this first lap.
We can't afford to lose too much time. Go for the overtake.
I know. If I don't go for it, then Vettel's going to go for it as well. Weber is probably going to get mugged here by both of us as we approach the third sector. Vettel, he backed out of it. But no, he's sort of had a second wind here. We go round the outside of Vettel. I'm starting to lose my voice already. I don't think I'll be able to carry on. But now, we're taking the lead. We have taken the lead of the British Grand Prix from Mark Webber and Sebastian. I forgot his name there. I'm just in shock. Oh, what a race. What an episode this is turning into.
We're doing really well. 6 places up on where we expected to finish.
Mark, no. No, you got to maintain the gap, please. Maintain that gap. Here we go. Final sequence of corners. We haven't been able to shake the two Red Bulls. They're going to be line astern right behind me. But we're going to now take our second race win in 3 races. It's a victory for the British Grand Prix. Yes.
What a great win. You deserve that. Good job.
4 tenths. 4 tenths was the difference in this race. That one was very close. Mark Webber home in second. Sebastian Vettel third, rounding out a double podium for Red Bull Racing. And we managed to do it in front of the home crowd for Williams. It's their home race, I suppose. And for a lot of fans out there watching, I guess it's their home race too. So, very happy to get the win here. Silverstone, one of the key circuits to get a race win at on the F1 calendar. Nick Heidfeld finishes in P4. Alonso, Button, Massa, Schumacher, Hamilton, after starting in P12, manages to finish in 9th. So a very quiet and almost disappointing round for Hamilton there. Rosberg didn't have the pace all weekend either. And as we scroll down to the bottom, the usual back markers are there at the back. So we managed to close in the gap to Webber by 7 points in this round. So that's going to mean we are...
That result moves you into 3rd in the Drivers' Championship.
Yes, we are now 3rd in the drivers' standings, thanks to both the McLaren sort of underperforming the last few rounds. So we are only, 70 points away from Mark Webber now. If the results of this race follow through right through to the end of the season, I think we need about 10 race wins if Mark Webber finishes 2nd in all of them in order to get close to him. So it's a very big gap that we need to close. Fernando Alonso, he's up next. He's about 35 points in front of me. So it's going to take a while to catch him, especially if he consistently scores podiums as well. So this championship, it's going to be a tough one if we want to win this one, that's for sure. Constructors standings, we are on 98 points and in 4th place there in the standings. My teammate Ruben's not really helping me all too much, so it's looking very lonely there in the Constructors fight there. So I would have normally done a second race, but because of the glitch and the failed first attempt, I think we're going to leave this as a one race episode for this one. So in a way, you've kind of got 2 races, but I'll definitely make it up for you guys in the next one. So the next race will be Germany, and that race will be a double race episode. So smash the like button if you're excited for that. Hopefully we can extend our winning streak into the next couple of episodes and really close in to Mark Webber in the driver's standings. That's enough rambling from me. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe to see more racing game content, more F1 2011 videos, and 2015 as we lead up to F1 2016 releasing later this year. So that's it from me for today. Until my next video, guys, I'll see you next time.